consult them in your matters. So those that will be making mistakes, the barakat of mashwara, it comes in the Quran that many a times calamities are diverted. Now when we say mashwara, I don't have time to elaborate. We are not talking of holding meetings and conferences. Mashwara has certain etiquette. A father has gathered his children in the house. There's something to be decided in the house. Perhaps someone is ill, terminally ill. Now, should we hospitalize this person or not? The symptoms of death are apparent. The chances are if this person will be hospitalized, he or she will be dying in the lap of a kafir in a place of kufr. It's evident with competent physicians that have suggested that there's no much chance of life. What should we do in this matter? Should we take the case forward, hospitalize him or her, or keep her in the comfort of our house, recite Durood Sharif, recite Yasin? Daily the ummah is confronted with situation. Revive this aspect of mashwara. You will see barakat, you will see understanding, the clash of emotions, the conflict of interest that is taking place in our homes will gradually fade away through the barakat of mashwara. So whoever it is, let us sit down and consult. Nabi alayhi salam says it is the demand and the moral obligation of every believer to his brother that when he comes and asks you for some input, some advice in his matters, then on the strength of the knowledge that Allah has given you, you have to advise him best according to what Allah has given you the understanding. So those that will make mashwara, they will be safeguarded against regret in the matters. The first one that consulted Allah, he will never see failure. The one who sat down with his family members, discussed in a correct way, the step taken forward, inshallah, he will never regret. The last thing, and we end with this, وَلَا عَالَ مَنِ اقْتَسَدْ. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam says, he who will adopt moderation in his life will never see poverty. He who will adopt, look at the concise words of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. Brothers, we are an ummah who have been taught and tutored and guided that even if we make wuzu at the ocean, where there is ample provisions of water, even there we will not waste water. If Allah has given us wealth which is correct in its place, does it mean we must be lavish? Is that the way we express our gratitude towards Allah Ta'ala? Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, min fiqhi rajul. Wallah, we have seen people who own kingdoms and empires and who were lavish and extravagant in their wealth. Their children and their descendants became recipients of zakat. That was the outcome of being such so lavish and extravagant in their wealth. Nabi alayhi salam says, min fiqhi rajul. A sufficient proof of the intelligence of a man in the eyes of Allah is if he adopts moderation in his expenditure. Such a man, Allah will save him from poverty. Brothers, one is to say, let's curb it, let's control it, let's monitor our expenses. But perhaps today at this juncture I terminate with one request. And I'm not saying curb or put an end to the expenses. I'm starting by saying let's put an end to that wealth which is being channeled in Allah's disobedience. When we are crying, one side our children in Palestine are washing their hands with their blood. You and I still cannot stop having mehndi nights and wasting thousands of rands in decorating our hands with some other type of mehndi. For decades this earth is drinking the blood of our masoom children. And us here, our weddings continue in the same way. If we have to only analyze and gather the amount of wealth that is being lavishly spent by our youth on one Saturday night, wallah, it has the strength of equipping hundreds if not thousands of mujahid who can earn the pleasure of Allah. So let us see how we can, the first that will take this initiative will see the barakat. Let us bring simplicity into our life. We are not saying avoid the luxuries. As I said, my request at this juncture is, let us stop using, let us accommodate the desires of our children within the parameters of Sharia. Oh my son, Allah has given me wealth, but now your request is asking me to disobey my Allah. You are asking me to bring something in the house which you want, on the grounds of which you claim, then only I will be sincere in my love. I have a choice, either I remain your beloved or the beloved of my Allah. My son, I cannot go, and wallah, I have seen such parents, may Allah give them barakat, who told their children that up to this extent I can compromise with you. You want to do this, I will agree, I will agree. But now you are coming on to such a delicate nerve that you want me to compromise on the deen of Allah to maintain relation with you. Oh my son, it's better that I express just like on the name of Allah than bowing down to such request. Because the outcome of that is so nasty that apart from the ill consequences that is to prevail in akhirat, that very child will grow up to rebel against that father. So in conclusion, the hadith of Nabi alayhi salam, protection against three unwanted situations. Let us learn to consult Allah in our matters. Brothers, the Quran is there. Everything has been provided. We are actually underestimating what Allah has given there when we are substituting the input of the Quran by the suggestions of kuffar. We are asking kuffar for advice to solve our problems, which the Quran has given to us. We are indirectly undermining Allah's input in our lives, and we are turning to such people whom Allah have absolutely no guidance in their own lives, never mind to impart it on to others. It is time we access ourselves to the advisors of the Quran. It is time we consult in our matters, and let us bring moderation. If every person in every aspect and facet of his life can bring moderation into his life, that extra rand, wallah, can earn much more benefit for the mujahideen who are thriving in other parts of the world. May Allah Ta'ala grant us the tawfiq and the ability to inculcate these three pertinent advisors of Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam into our lives, and may He make us amongst those fortunate people who see bliss and happiness and prosperity, and may He divinely protect us against failure, regret and poverty. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.